Are you ready to rock?
Peter G. Show, Peter G. Show, Peter G. Show, Peter G. Show. Divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad. Peter G. Show.
Holy moly. Telling you, lots going to change in the next month or so. Come by March, lots going to change. That's why we do the 30-minute bumper ahead of time. Letting everybody know, hey, don't forget, we're going to start up. But to make sure everything's working, because using Facebook's live platform is a lot more complex. It's getting weirder and weirder. But we've managed to go this long, but now I think it's coming to a close to where we'll still stay on Facebook. We're just going to be doing it a different way. Here's the deal. I'm stoked. Providing everything kind of works okay. We are celebrating tonight our 100th Facebook Live Peter G. Show. Now, you may say, 100 shows, 100 shows. What's 100 shows? A lot. Now, granted, we've got probably 150 shows prior to starting the live shows. So in all actuality, there's probably 250 versions of Peter G. Show flying out there in the universe, YouTubes and this and that. There was a day when we used to pre-record, edit, and then release the videos, and we'd have total control over everything, and we could make things work. Well, me and my bright ideas. I said, you know what? Things were changing, times were changing, and thank God, because honestly, with this whole thing, the one thing about doing Facebook Live is it's ready. Gentlemen, start your engines. And when that damn green flag goes down, if your engine doesn't start, like 30 minutes ago, like last week, yeah, it's like tough shit. If things don't work, it's an Indy race, and it's like all the cars are going, so you better get going. And if you crash into a wall, you better figure out how to keep driving that car. Hi, welcome to my Facebook Live show. It's right here tonight, 100th scripted. So we used to do pre-record shows, and the thing was with pre-record shows, we could interview people and bring it back, and then, they'd be like an hour and a half's worth of stuff, and I had, Ty, my producer, and he would, bring it back down to earth because I wanted to keep all the footage, and he's like, dude, it's an hour and a half. We got to cut it down to 50 minutes or so. And, he'd edit it, and they'd get it, and then we'd send it out there. Hey. The thing is, thank you. I know, 100th. My father always used to say, the first 100 years is the tough part. Once you get past that, you're great. All right, where was I? So we used to edit the shows, and we'd pre-record, and you can find them all up on YouTube's or LinkedIn's or even on Facebook. They're all there. You just got to go dig back to find them. And then, so I had total control. This live thing is really something's changing, and we have to go. I cannot monitor. I cannot find out what's going to go wrong until we start. And there's other ways to do this, and believe me, we're going to start doing it a different way. Here's the whole beauty of what you're about to see. When we started this in January 2019, it's been an evolution. I mean, I'm telling you, you're going to see how kind of the look, the sounds, everything just kind of starts changing as we keep going further and further. Hey, Pete. As we keep going down the line, I mean, the ass aches. Again, and for the 4 millionth time, Pepsi always said, the show should have been about me struggling to do the show. He's absolutely right, because it is funny to look at. Not so funny from my end, but I mean, I appreciate it, because I know what I've gone through to make this, from a tiny little pea and growing that snowball, and here we are, wherever that is, whatever R is. Hey, all I can say is we're still here. But I can honestly tell you that every week, And I swear on my mother, because I say a little prayer before I start every show, because I have to. But every week is a blind faith leap. Starting the show, I didn't expect that I was going to go through 15 minutes and not being able to get audio, the proper audio, into the camera. Oh, here's our official sound. Yeah. And whether it's 20 people watching or 20,000 people watching, after the show's over, it goes into reruns and regurgitations. It gets spread out all over the internet. It goes to LinkedIn. It goes to YouTube. It goes to Instagrams. And so these shows just keep carrying on and on and on. And that's where I gain my momentum. A lot of people, it's late on Sunday nights. They don't. Divine intervention, that's right. I've had a lot of that this week. But the whole thing is, it's like, I go, God, I wish we, people go, well, why don't you pre-record your shows? It's like, do you realize what this year has been? We've been in uncharted territory. I mean, the big boys have had to change things and screw up their late night shows, and they couldn't even handle it. Thank God that kind of, in a screwed up kind of way, it's like, it's a good thing we went to this platform, because I wouldn't have the manpower or the resources to have the editing done and all that. Everybody's got to stay together. I guess you can do it from apart, but I'm a hands-on kind of guy. It's like I want to know what's going on. And so, I slowly, because of this whole COVID thing, got pushed into, not even the COVID thing, but we were doing the live shows because it would be easier, less editing, but I still had help. And then COVID hit, and they slowly, there's no need for me to be here. You got this. You can do this. And when things go wrong, things go wrong. Now, I'm kind of handy, but it's nice to have a crew or people to help. Because when things go wrong, things go wrong. Either way, we're still here. And like the paper says, it's our 100th anniversary show. Here's what we're going to do tonight, people. Well, first of all, because it's my 100th anniversary show, I could not be here if it wasn't for Bolt Energy. Bolt Energy, folks. Electrify your senses. All right? Why Bolt Energy? No preservatives. It's the only energy drink that doesn't have preservatives. Go out and try to find another one. You're not going to. Okay? It's not going to happen. Bolt Energy is enriched with vitamins and antioxidants. It's all natural. These guys at Bolt Energy, they're workout fanatics. They wanted to make a cleaner energy drink because people complain about energy drinks and, they're no good for you, this and that. This is a much better energy drink. These guys work out like fiends, and when they need a little, hey, believe me, when I need a little get up and go, it just gives you enough. It's a natural lift. Okay? No heavy crashes. And sometimes people, I've had people try it and they go, I don't know, I'm not feeling nothing. It's like, well, what are you supposed to feel? Exactly. It just kind of naturally boosts the things that give you that little bit of a lift. I like Bolt Energy, and I like the way it tastes. But the biggest deal was my Bolt Energy people have been with me since we started the live shows. And I could not be here if it wasn't for Bolt Energy. And all I can say is thank you because, again, they know what I do and they still support me. So, God bless Bolt Energy. Go out and get you some Bolt Energy. If you can't find it, go to www.drinkboltenergy and ask the Bolt Energy people, where can I find Bolt Energy? And especially if you're in like convenience stores, 7-Eleven, Circle K's, all those, and just ask them. Say, hey, you guys carry Bolt Energy? And they'll say, what is this Bolt Energy? Say, hey, Bolt Energy, it's a no preservative, energy drink. It's a great energy drink. And believe me, if enough people ask, they will get it because they're business people. Everybody wants to get their hands on Bolt Energy. Oh, thank you. So I'm going to pop open a can real quick. So here's what we're going to do tonight. And I want you to bear with me. It's going to be a long one, but it'll be interesting. First of all, thank you, Bolt Energy, and God bless all you guys, too, because I honestly couldn't do it. It's the push because whether it's the 5 or the 5 million, it varies. It's all worth it because there's times when I want to rip what little hair I have left out. But then it's like when it's all said and done, like tonight, you have, that's another story. But it's all because of you guys. There's a purpose behind all this. I hope we can get to that level and make it grow. And it's growing all because of you guys. So God bless you and thank you. Believe me, the way things are right now, we need all the help we can get, right? All right, so here's the deal. So, because I'm kind of a lone wolf nowadays with this whole COVID thing, it's harder for us to do things. And we decided we were going to do a big smorgasbord of clips. They said, why don't you just, to get a bunch of your old clips and put them up and, let people see, a bunch of clips from the past, people and this and that. I said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, but it sounds like a lot of work, because usually you have a team of people that can do all that kind of stuff. Well, they said, dude, it's not going to be that hard. You have all the stuff, just do it. Just make sure you plan ahead and get it done. I kind of planned ahead. I thought I got it done. Up until Wednesday, I start reviewing it and see, one thing, when you're working on a computer or if you're looking at things on a phone, it looks completely different than when you're looking at them on a big monitor or big television. And all of a sudden, I found out when I was doing it on Wednesday, when thought I was almost completely done, I realized it looks like shit. It's all pixelated. So I'm making phone calls right away. I'm going, hey, what's going on with the stuff? And they just go, well, let's check this and check that. Long story short, my transfer ability and things like that, I lost a lot of the information on the transfers because I didn't know, and I compressed a bunch of stuff unknowingly. So it looked like, horrid, like pixelated. And so after hours of phone calls, I was up till 4:30 in the morning this morning, finishing. I managed to better it. So it's tolerable. I want you to be able to see and listen. But anyway, that's why I'm calling it my half-ass 100th live show anniversary show, because, I don't like half-ass stuff. But sometimes it's, I hope to look at it one day and go, I remember those days. Now I don't have to do that crap anymore because I'm fortunate enough for people to do it. Because it's not my thing. My thing is right here. Telling bad jokes. Helping people talk about stuff so they can hear themselves and realize what's going on from within. It's important to me. So hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start. It's a long one. I'm sorry, folks. That was another thing. Trying to figure out, what I want to use in clips. And I'm going, I love that clip. And that's a good clip, too. And so, there's a lot of clips. And I'm impartial, and that's the problem. When you have an outside source of people editing, they can pick at it, properly. But again, when that time comes, then I'll let them do what they got to do. But for right now, it's all on me, and tonight's a long one. So buckle up, get your glass of wine ready, get a good seat. Here's what we're going to do. So we started out, and it's a little bit primitive. I don't have camera switchers and screen switchers and all that because I don't want to deal with it. When somebody else is doing it, I'm all in. And I look forward to that day. So here's what happened. I start looking at everything. I go, let's start from day one. Now, the first clip is going to be of the Baby New Year. Baby New Year has been on my show 3 or 4 times. But this COVID thing, he didn't even come on this last week, January, our first show of the year. That's the first time he hasn't been on. But I got a clip or two here and there, and I said, the Baby New Year was a big part because that was the official start in 2019 of the official live Facebook. Now, the Baby New Year has been on in 18 and 17 when we were doing pre-records, but again, we're only going to feature the live show stuff. So, we're going to go find the Baby New Year. And, okay, so cross your fingers, best of luck to all of us, and let's see what's going to actually happen here. And that's that, and I'm going to ride this. So, God, again, hold your breath and cross your fingers and sit back and enjoy one way or another. Yes. Oh, boy, yeah, and how many falls have I taken? I have fallen and gotten back up, and I'm still getting, again, I will not take no for an answer. I'm staying in everybody's face. The thing is, with this show, I want people to call in Baby New Year. I want to hear from other people. Today, right now, for a little while, we're featuring you because you're so a big deal in my life for the first part of the year to set me on course. But how am I going to get callers to call in and share some of their life,
Well, Peter, that's another thing. Always assume good intentions, right? Never.
No
you know,
good
the-
deed goes
yeah,
unpunished.
Well, but never, always assume good intentions. So just because people aren't calling in at the moment,
Right.
some people are shy and,
Yeah.
might, but, again, it'll come. It'll come.
I hope so,
No.
because I want to know that I'm just doing the right thing, even though, because again, you can easily fall into your own
You're right.
bullshit.
Procrastination is not the right way. I think that everybody should be, proactive. If you know you need to do something, you shouldn't wait until the end of the year. That's just an excuse that I made up a long time ago, but don't tell anybody.
Okay. Hey,
Okay.
don't worry. Nobody's listening to this show anyway.
Anyway, but you're right. You're absolutely right. Nobody should have to wait until tomorrow to just be a better person. Be kinder to people, have more patience.
Right. Absolutely.
Take time to listen. We have 2 ears and only one mouth for a reason. I think we were meant to listen more than we were meant to talk. Right.
That's very philosophical, Baby New Year. Who this wasn't the Baby New Year I had a couple of years ago. The Baby New Year was in a diaper, and I believe you shit your pants in the car getting to the show.
Yeah, well, it's like 6 days afterwards,
Yeah.
man. I'm kind of about halfway sober,
But
it's still, about 3/4 in the bag.
no,
so.
this is good. This is good. I like this because we're getting some. I didn't know what to expect, and this might be good, folks. Who knows? I think we hit the jackpot.
For Christmas, as is tradition on Christmas Day,
Yes.
I cleaned my toilet
Yep.
and I ate a pizza. So I do that every Christmas, whether it needs it or not. So
Right.
cleanliness is next to whatever.
All right, I'm going to write that down. That's a hell of a ritual. Can you tell me how that started or why? Oh. Hello? What'd I tell you? Oh my God, Baby New Year, are you okay?
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Oh,
Thank you, Jesus.
thank you, Jesus. The Baby New Year. It's quite the partier still, and he's Baby New Year. That started out the whole year. And there was a lot more chaos with that, but the Baby New Year, bringing it in. Now, the whole thing was, when I forgot to mention, my whole premise on the show was supposed to be, I wanted to make sure that we had callers. It was supposed to be a call-in show. That was my biggest deal. I said, I want a call-in show. Let's make the callers the entertainment. And getting that show, that boat started is very difficult because a lot of people are shy. A lot of people want to sit and watch. And, once in a while I get lucky and somebody'd call in and, but a lot of times, it's just luck of the draw. You don't know what's going to happen from Sunday to Sunday. So finally, I get I tell people, grab an adult beverage and, loosen up a little bit and maybe you'll make a phone call. Well, this is what you get, a little bit when you get somebody, a couple of females who get a few drinks in them, and God bless them again. I say that a lot because I need them, and it's good, but, you just never know what you're going to get, and there's no censoring, so it's nothing bad, but let's check out what we got going on again. And these are a couple of female callers that decide to call in. Really?
Yes.
Shocking. It's okay, we're all having one. That's why I like Sunday nights. It's like kickback. Good call, Durko. What am I? In fact, somebody just typed. No, a friend of mine I'm reading something, but it's Sunday night. I tell everybody, kick back, get your jammies on, get in bed, get your phone or your iPad or whatever, or your laptop, and let's talk. And let's talk. I don't know if you would have had the guts to call me if you didn't have a glass of wine. Would you?
Maybe.
I mean, nobody's listening anyway, so tell me what's going on. I mean, anything you want to get off your chest?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I remember you. I remember hanging out with you.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to go there. I'm talking about current. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Believe me. But I remember just exactly you. But I'm talking about, anything. Because I have this phone number, 818-259-7983, and all I need is people to call in and, things they want to share with the world. You did a good thing, and I appreciate it. You took a big, giant step. I'm proud of you. You put your big girl panties on.
I did.
Although, the smaller ones are cool, too.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. No, just Peter. All right. I'm one of those guys. I mean, I've always been the guy in the back of the room, whether it's a strip bar or if it was a church, and I'm always sitting in the back watching. And I'm just like that. It's like I just rather watch until I decided to do a show, and now I have to be the show. But now I'm asking people to step up. So I definitely.
Really? So you like to just sit and watch? I'm surprised because I just remember you. And I'm not trying to be funny, but no, I just remember you on stage, and I thought you have always been a great performer.
That's different.
With a fantastic personality. You can hide behind that, huh?
Well, no, it's because that's on a stage. You see, that's. But if I'm an observer, I'm not the guy who wants to be up front watching the stage. Like, I don't want to be that front row guy. I mean, as an entertainer,
okay.
Yeah, if
I got you now.
Yes,
I understand.
I clearly admit I can perform. But
yes. I mean, not that I know.
Yes.
Okay, I'm saying yes,
Right.
but yes,
Right.
on stage, yes.
But yeah, I like that. I like entertainment. That's why I'm here. I mean, in this simple, and again, and it doesn't matter. It's just between you and me because nobody's watching anyway. So, but that's it. But as an observer, even again when in church, and yes, and the place won't burn down because I do go to church when I can, but especially when my daughter was little and we were separated, we sat in the back, and I just can't be up front, and I feel that's where I'm comfortable. And when I was growing up as a kid and we were sneaking into a strip or somebody was taking us to a strip bar, and I like the entertainment value, but I like watching other people up front, and I'm just in the background because it does me no good. I'm just hanging out, and from back in those days there was a lot of entertainment going on.
Thank you for this show, because I think you're doing a great job, and I think that people will listen a lot and maybe not call in right away, but as long as you're still doing it, they're going to break down and call one day, because everybody's got something. I mean, we all got hurt and pains.
We do.
And, maybe if it's talking over the phone and somebody doesn't want to, show their face, whatever, it's good to let it out. And what you're doing is great, and I want to thank you for it.
Well, I thank you for having the guts enough to call me. Having the guts enough to call me. That says a lot. Because a lot of people say, they write me during the week. And that was what the big deal. I was starting to find out. Getting people to call is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. You got some friends that call in, try to support, but I wanted the people I don't know as well. And they'd write me during the week. They go, Peter, I love watching your show. I check it out when I can, but I can't call in. I'm too shy. And it's like, what? You're on Facebook. And you're telling everybody everything, and you're telling everybody everything, and nobody can even see your face. Well, now they can when I start bringing people on. But at the time, it was, during that portion of the Peter G Show was just a phone call, and you're watching me. So now we got moved into, bumped up calls into, Skypes and this and that. But anyway, that's what it's all about. The premise was to get people on the phone to talk about what's going on with them, and I was getting the shy. Now they're affectionately called. Y'all are called my lurkers. I love you guys, but they only want to watch. Now, what's St. Patrick's Day without having St. Patrick? I've been lucky enough to have St. Patrick on the line for several years too, and this was the last year's St. Patrick's Day because there was a St. Patrick's Day. So. Let's check out what St. Patrick had to say, because he's another partier that's always good to have around.
Hi, Petey, old boy. How you doing, laddie?
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you, St. Patrick. I appreciate you taking the time. I was kind of worried, being that it's a long day. I was worried that maybe we might not be able to connect because you might be passed out.
Oh, it's a long day indeed, me boy. A long day indeed. You know, it is a day of celebration for me, you know.
Everybody's Irish on this day. Is that correct?
Yeah, lots of green.
Lots of green. Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of green.
Yeah. How green is it?
Well, I don't drink a lot of green, but I smoke a lot of green.
I'm sure
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, boy.
I do. So, if you don't mind, I really would like to Hello, St. Patrick.
Petey, my boy.
Oh, good. I thought I lost you for a second.
I'm here, my boy.
About St. Patrick's Day that everybody wants to party on St. Patrick's Day? I just don't understand how everybody just gets in the spirit and they're in full bloom and costume, the whole deal. What's up with that?
Well, you know, it's the lucky the Irish, you know.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, you know, you get drunk, man. Hopefully you get lucky.
I'm feeling lucky, but I don't you know.
Yeah, the lucky the Irish, you know.
Yeah, lucky the Irish.
You get drunk and hopefully you get lucky.
Yeah, I did have an experience once on St. Patrick's Day where I did get drunk, and I thought I thought I had a 10 at 2, but when I woke up it was a 2 at 10.
Well, you know, these things happen to all the best folks.
Yeah, I almost gnawed my arm off.
Yeah, no.
I almost had to leave a piece of me behind. Pot of gold?
Oh, the pot. We're talking, my boy.
Hey.
We're talking 2 different strains of gold, my boy.
Are you really? Acapulco and Colombian?
Well, maybe some Gorilla Glue and maybe some Strawana.
Wow. I mean, there's always this myth.
Things have come a long ways, me boy.
Okay, so times have changed is what you're trying to say?
Times have changed.
Okay. I mean, so the myth about the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow now, what I don't understand. What is that?
Oh, no, that's true.
It's true.
That's true.
Is it?
Oh, yes, certainly. Oh, yes.
But I can never find the end of that rainbow. If I find a rainbow, by the time I get to it, it's gone. Hello? St. Patrick?
Oh, thank you, baby Jesus.
I said pot of gold, not pot of Acapulco gold. St. Patrick is a partier. Now, it just happened that the first several months of the year are, there's a lot of holidays. You have New Year's, you have Valentine's Day. We used to have Cupid on the show, too, but again, this could have been a 40-hour show, but it's going to be long enough, believe me. St. Patrick, from St. Patrick's Day. Now, it just happens that Easter rolls around. Now, I've had the Easter Bunny on the show, and again, a lot of these clips we're using for this half-ass 100th anniversary show is more of the lighter stuff. We kind of mix it up. I like to have a balance of heavy, lighthearted, tasteless jokes. But, we're all grown-ups here. We don't get as offended here. Actually, we don't get offended at all because we're grown-ups. We understand the difference in the reality. But the thing was that no sooner did I've had the Easter Bunny on my show for several shows. I even had him on. He came on over COVID, too. But this was 2019 that we had the Easter Bunny, and it was kind of cool because I like the Easter Bunny, but here was the thing with the Easter Bunny. He's always tired from delivering eggs, so he's all worn out. But I don't let that stop the show because, again, in my opinion, show must go on. And, so I came up with a pretty good idea to kind of spruce things up, and I'll let you check it out and let you see what you think here. But, again, the Easter Bunny, ladies and gentlemen. I got an idea. Let's have a hopathon, a joke off, or Jack.
I am not a jackalope.
We can have
I am the Easter Bunny, and I am so tired.
I know, but let's have a rabbit that sings. Hop, sing.
No.
No?
I'm so tired. And what is the next one, Gus?
What would you get if you crossed an Easter bunny with Chinese food?
No idea.
Hop suey. Oh, I do not know. Where do the Easter bunnies go to dance?
To the basketball.
Oh, the basketball. Hey, how do you start an Easter parade in the ghetto? Yeah, I'm going there.
I cannot believe you're going there, man. You make me...
Mr. Easter Bunny, please, get hold of yourself.
Man, Gus.
How do you start an Easter parade in the ghetto?
Tell me, Gus.
You roll a 40 down the street.
This is not.
I'm not a non-denominational, show. I hear you're pretty good with the ladies.
Oh no.
No?
But yeah, well, Gus, it is true that, yes, it is true. There is a saying, that, and people breed like rabbits.
Lots of breeding, huh?
Yes, you want to fornicate like rabbits.
Well, I mean, the only reason I'm saying this is because I envy you. You're very popular. You've been around a long time. You have a big fan base. My fan base is not nearly as strong as yours. However,
I have no fan base.
Well, you do. You're very popular. You're all over the world. I'm merely scratching the surface. But I got to tell you, the other night, I had somebody send me, a woman, she sent me a picture of her vagina. And I wasn't paying attention, and I looked down real quick and saw it, and I just thought it was a friend, and I said, hey, if you're still at Arby's, pick me up a number 3 with a Dr. Pepper. I went to a scary movie the other night. I went and watched The Exorcist.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. Is it true about the black jelly beans? First of all, I want to clarify. Thank you for clarifying that that's old folklore, and black jelly beans aren't really rabbit turds, correct?
It depends on who you talk to.
Well, I mean, just like the Corona, the story about, that when they make Corona in Mexico, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Oh, that's true. That's true, but
yes.
But the black jelly beans aren't
that's
rabbit
true,
turds.
because I've been there and I've done that.
Yeah. You pissed in the Corona? Rabbit piss?
I said I'd been there and done that.
Been there, done that. Okay.
I said I did not say what you said.
Okay.
Gus.
Huh.
But I'm so tired.
See what you just said there, Mr. Bunny.
I said this is the Easter Bunny signing out and wishing Mr. Peter G. and all his happening listeners a happy Easter. I am so tired. I am going to bed. Good night.
Thank you, Mr. Bunny. May the bong be with you. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Okay. Folks, I don't know what's going on with our line out. It's going in and out, but there was the Easter Bunny, and we had a pathetic Easter joke off. Pathetic Easter joke off. Listen, when it comes to entertainment, I spare at no expense. That's all I can say. Who else? You're probably going, oh yeah, right. Who else can get the Easter Bunny? And St. Patrick. Wow. I think the Facebook gods, something's going crazy wrong. We're going to have to, I don't ever give up, but everything it's draining the life out of something's going on. The program is running really crazy. 100th anniversary show, right? I knew it was going to be something to remember. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give up, but we're not going to finish like this because there's just too much going wrong. We'll pick it up another day. Because the one thing I know for sure is that we will move forward. Absolutely. But this thing's kicking my ass. I mean, seriously kicking my ass. And I can't beat it. It's beating me. I can't plug in power because it's buzzing like crazy. And then I go to get it back in and the audio doesn't go from the audio cables. I mean, just stupid stuff you guys don't need to care about, but this is definitely one for the books. All dressed up and no place to go. But either way, so I promised you a half-assed 100th live anniversary show, and God knows you got it. No, I'm not going to do a 200th show like this. It's not like this. It's going to be a whole different ball game by then. But I have so much stuff, and there's stuff here that I wanted to really, let you. Everything's going. Signals are weird. I don't know if it's from within. It's not coming from me. But I'm telling you, something's going wrong, and I don't know what's going on. All my TVs, all my Facebook pages are frozen. If you're still watching it, you're lucky. You're lucky. Here's what I'm going to do. I know when I'm fighting City Hall right now. We're going to call it a day, and I'm going to tell you why. Because all this will get done again. I will repeat, because it's worth it. But I want to thank everybody for trying to stick with me. Don't forget, speaking of sticking with me, don't forget Bolt Energy. Electrify your senses before my cameras go down. Everything is frozen around me. I see no picture, but I know that somebody's watching because my one camera's showing live, and I know that a couple people are still watching. This is just totally crazy. Don't have any understanding of it. Bolt Energy. Ask for it in stores. If you can't find Bolt Energy, go to www.drinkboltenergy. I love you guys for sticking with me. There's a lot of thick and thin. Right now, it's thin. So I'm going to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. We'll pick it up another day. I'll redo this show because it's worth doing. And I want to thank everybody through the 100 shows that have hung with me, that have come in and gone out. But we are not going to give up. In case I don't get to anything soon, next week I'm going to have Miss Laura J. Wellington, author. She's got a book. It's called Careful What You Wish For. I just like the title. Careful What You Wish For. I want you to check her out. That's going to be next Sunday. The 100th anniversary show is going down in the books. Ever seen the Titanic? It's kind of like that, only different. Not to be afraid, though. You know what? Stuff happens. I've seen big, giant concerts go down because of one cable. But something's going on from within. Everything is frozen. I don't know whether my Wi-Fi is being throttled down or I'm hardwired too. I don't understand. Anyway, I love you guys. We'll pick it up again. 100th anniversary show. The bottom line is we're still here. Can't get rid of us. We're only going to get bigger, better, more badass. We learn from these things. We were having a conversation about learning. If you don't screw up, you can't learn. Well, I should be a friggin' genius. But I don't take it to heart. I mean, I do, but I don't, because it's serious business for me, because I do take this serious. But I also know that, that's the way the ball goes. It's, again, NASCAR. Gentlemen, start your engines, and the race started, and all kinds of crashes. Literally. So I love you guys. We'll pick it up next time. You might not be seeing this show too much again. Then again, I might just play this show for all the stupidity. I'm not sure. I'm going to have it reviewed, and we'll go, you know what? Sometimes it's good to show your openness. Show your weaknesses. Because they're not really weaknesses. It's just stuff happens. What do you do? Onward through the fogs. I'm not going to let this go. We will do this again. I will recreate the one hand. I'll figure it out, but we will, because there's stuff that I want you to see to refresh your memory. We'll do it all over again. All right? Love you guys. We'll catch you next week. And don't forget, like, share with your friends. And thank you for making 100 shows. catch all of them. They all regurgitate. You can find them anytime you want, all right? All right, love you guys. Let's get the hell out of here before it gets even more problems.
Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Divorced dad, single dad.